Hello, my name is Roman. I am proud owner of Arrow's digital agency,
What's up, people? I'm Dan, proud owner of Deuce's Barbershop.
and
Welcome
welcome
to
to
Royal
Royal Dudes
Dudes
Podcast.
Podcast. So, you have an interesting accent, Roman. Where is that accent from?
So yeah, a lot of people thinking I'm Romanian, a lot of people thinking I'm Russian, but actually I never been in both countries. I'm Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
find
yeah.
it okay when you moved to England, or did you struggle?
So I didn't struggle much. Like my first encounter was with Martin, who is a bit deaf. And I come to a city called Ancient, and it's like written I don't even can spell properly. So
Okay.
like yeah, sometimes like small town names are just really weird in England.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they
I
can.
have to call him and ask him to pick me up in a place which I cannot know how to spell to a person who has like hearing issues.
Wow. So
And
your first encounter was a really peculiar. Well, you know how you said there's weird names for villages and places in England? I'm going to type it in now. Weird. So there's one place I typed in strange UK place names, right? Bitchfield.
which I love it.
Oh, check this one out. Shitterton.
Shitterton.
Yeah,
It's so
you shit a ton.
it's so British.
Oh my God, now this can't be real. There's actually a place called Bellend.
What does it mean?
You don't know what a bellend is?
Something
Bro, a bellend is
something
the
nasty.
tip of your pole, the tip of your genitalia.
All right.
The bit where the juice comes out. Bro, there's a place called Bellend. Wait, there's a place called Brown Willie. I'm not even lying, bro. You can look this up. English language is very strange, and I'm pretty sure that the upper class have some sort of obsession with, let's say, homosexuality, right? Because why is it that the abbreviation to the name Richard is Dick?
I don't know,
And
like,
they eat a popular dish, it's a dessert, which is called spotted dick. Now, what does it look like? It looks like a phallic, a wide, circular, cylindrical phallic with loads of raisins. So it's like spotted dick is basically a penis with herpes, bro. You can bleep that out. But like, what is going on in the UK with dishes and names, all to do with like genitalia and herpes and do you know the connotations? You know what they're insinuating. What is that all about? It's like the upper class like to be weird and a bit off.
what the fuck? How do you relate, like, Dick to Richard? How I don't really understand. Like, there is a Dick, there is Richard. How just Richard is related to Dick?
It's the UK culture, bro. It's the same as the word knife. You spell it with a K in the beginning, but it's a silent K. Knife. What are you talking about? So you got Richard, and the abbreviation to Richard, for some reason, is Dick. You can look it up. You can look it up. It's actually like it doesn't make any sense, but that's just how it is. Anyway, the English language is a little bit gay, but that's how it is, bro. Nothing wrong with gay people, but the English language and culture and cuisine is very much gay.
I think like the problem is someone explained me with English why it's so like different from other languages because, for example, French, they have a rules, they have a laws in some kind of century, they have a writing rules, and English doesn't have. If you read old Bible or some kind of old books, you will notice that English was really different, and I would say it even made more sense because now, like my mother is learning English, and she's asking me some kind of things like, why do they say like that? They say like this kind of exceptions. They just say like just say that. That's it. I cannot explain it. And then when you read like old English, you see there was like so, they, like all that stuff that makes sense. And then just people cut out, then all that kind of slang come out,
Yeah,
and yeah,
it's
it
been adapted
changed.
a little bit,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
to break down the English language, it's Germanic and Latin mixed together. So that's why you see a lot of words that are identical to Latin, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and maybe even a bit of Romanian. All the Latin languages, there are a lot of words that are identical, and they transferred it to English. But then with English being a mix of Latin and Germanic, you have this confusion and a lot of weird spellings. So it's a confusing language, and a lot of English people, a lot of people from England and grew up here can't even spell properly. That's how annoying and confusing the language is. Because in Latin, you spell it how it sounds, right? In England, that's not the case
Exactly.
at all. There's so many silent letters in the beginning of
And
words.
also like like in Latin languages, usually people when we spell by letters. We say by letters. So if you do a bit of different accent on different letter, or if you do like say a bit differently with full mouth or something, people will understand you. But in English, you have to do like that kind. It's not even important the letters that you say, but that kind of sound waves that you're producing.
Yeah,
like the
it's
kind tone. The tone should be right. If you just say the word,
exactly.
like Wally or Wally, what is it called?
Willy.
No, you see, you don't understand. Like
I don't understand
as
what
I
you're saying.
walk through the shadow,
Valley.
yeah, because I didn't say like it's properly Wally. But if someone say like Wally, Valley, Wally, I will understand
When
it.
you walk through a valley
I
with a
will.
V, there's no W, it's valley. But your accent makes you say wally, right?
It's because I don't know like how to pronounce right. And but I can understand, like for example, any accent easily because they just do the same principles that I do. For example, if instead of Wally they say Wally, Wally, that's because like
So what does that tell you?
it's a different, as I said, it's a different family. Like you didn't say by letters, you say by intonations. But at the same time, like what's really cool, and at the first time I thought it's annoying that it's so British just to ask sorry. What? Can you repeat, please? What you said?
Well, they're very polite in the UK. I mean, some people, not most people. It depends where you are, but like, very typical for British people to be very polite. Sorry. Da, da, da.
I,
What are they
I,
like in Ukraine? Are they polite like that as well? Are they more like to the point and a little bit more
so
cold?
in Ukraine, usually something like that only happened if you didn't hear it because of noise of something. It doesn't do that. If you would do that in conversation, let's say 3, 4, 5 times, a person could get annoyed. Something like like you're silly, you cannot understand what people are talking about, or something is off. And in England, it's just completely normal if you're talking to someone, if you go into, I don't know, like to the till, yeah, and she asks you, what she asks, you're all right? And you're like, sorry?
So in Brazil, we say for Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, McDonald's, the Brazilian accent is so weird. They say Brad Pitt and McDonald's. Now, yeah, I've got one for you. So a Russian or Ukrainian typical name, right? A common name is gay, sir.
Sergey.
That's the one, Sergey. What the hell, right? But they're
It's
like,
a nice name until probably recent times because, like social media and stuff, and everyone might make fun of it. Because gay, the word gay was not existing in Ukrainian or even Russian
well,
or
the
whatever.
word gay typically, traditionally, actually meant happy. So you could be like, hello, Sega. Are you feeling gay today, sir? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But
Sergey, gay
it
sir.
sounds like weird now.
Hello, Sergey. Are you feeling gay today, sir?
Now everyone's seeing like gay stuff in rainbow, like,
As
but
soon as you put a rainbow in your t-shirt, it could be a skateboard brand. It could be anything. But you wear that rainbow, bro. You're LGBTQ HD TV. You're done.
HDTV.
You're done, bro. You could be the most masculine man, the skateboarder, breaking your legs every month. Tolerance to pain is insane. But you wear that rainbow t-shirt, it could be a skateboard brand. That's it. You're LGBTQ now.
Why people became gay? Because probably they have some issues and they can get like like girls or boys, and they think like they have some problems. They get some mental issues, and they
Oh,
probably
they
like
get
think,
so much help. They get so much attention. So much attention. Yeah, a lot of these people are crying for attention and they don't know how to deal with themselves or get the right
it's the
get
same
the
as
right
that
attention.
Russian guy who put like synthol in his arms, and he has like big arms, and that's why he and people telling like doctors telling that probably need to cut his arms at some point of time. And
Whoa.
he's keeping up that hype. He's just get his hair like pink, like not because he's gay, just because he wants that kind of media attention.
Attention.
Yeah. And when the media stopped talking about it, he just started doing like another shit. For example, do shit talks to some kind of fighters and try to get them to fight
Mm.
when he's not a fighter at all.
People do anything for attention.
Attention is good for business and for everything because let's take some kind like Johnny Depp.
Then people like Johnny Depp, all he has to do is fart in public, and then the newspapers will come and interview him about it. And then he'll get paid every time he's mentioned in an article in a newspaper in an interview. It's like,
But after a while, everyone forgets him. Like there are a lot of actors and stuff.
well, that's why a lot of these celebrities do sex tapes. Because they want attention. Because they're
Exactly,
fading away.
exactly.
So they have to do some stupid thing to get their attention. By the way, talking about attention and misdirection and things, right? Do you remember, what's his name? Bill Clinton. And he had the affair with Monica Lewinsky.
Bill
Do you know?
Clinton is a legend.
Do you know that that was just a smokescreen misdirection cover up to all the other crazy allegations against him? Do you know how many rape allegations that guy had? And the media was just constantly focused on Monica Lewinsky affair with Bill Clinton. So that's what's going on. There's so much stuff going on behind closed doors, yet the media will, which is very heavily influenced by the establishment, the crown, and the Zionists, believe it or not, whether you want to agree or not, they will create these events and just to get attention, to misdirect and take away people's attention from what's really going on. So yeah, people will do anything for attention, and these celebrities get paid every time they fart or burp in public, and it's
So
ridiculous.
you
Man.
think like they do some kind of just changing attention flow to control people?
To control people's attention, yeah. In the meantime, they're getting away, the government and the people in charge, the powers that be, the establishment, the crown, the Zionist Jews, they do whatever the hell they want. They control the media, they control the Hollywood, they control the movie industry, they write all the scripts. I mean, this is common knowledge now. People might not agree or believe, but on the deep level, when you get to like who's running what, and you realize, how do you know that you're being controlled? You can't criticize who's controlling you, and you will never see these people fully criticizing the Zionists because Kanye West tried, and look at what they did to him. But he's still going strong. So big up to Kanye West.
Yeah, let's talk about like, like I want to talk about some kind of business or, like self-improvement because it's so important. So, like I just doing every day, I record my video like this. I start doing journaling. I did it in my phone. I had like a private message. I sent it to myself and I found it very useful. So because you can, like you have a dream, you have a thoughts, you can just go back and see it. And I just decided to make a videos. And sometimes it's like a talk with a psychologist. So if you want, yeah, like, and
It's very
you don't need
powerful.
to pay money, yeah. So, and
You're reflecting on yourself.
exactly, and I see at every video my reflection, like what did I just come up with? And the latest video, I come up with one thing like about, about some kind of success. So we think all, because I just made some video for an agency, I upload to different channels, and I have something like 10, 5, I get somewhere 1 subscriber, somewhere like 20, and I think like if I will get 20 subscribers, let's say in a month, or I don't know, like how it's 2 weeks, right? If you calculate, it will take a lifetime to get, like to some kind like 100,000. Yeah, and then I realized, but then I saw the Mr. Beast videos. He had for 5 years up to 100 followers. For
And then all of a
5
sudden,
years.
boom.
And then after a while, yeah, because we think success is going like this.
No, it's
Success is going like this. And then,
yeah. And it can be similar to compound interest as well.
exactly. And like why a lot of people don't get successful, I just realized, because it goes like this.
And they give
and
up.
very slowly go up, very, and then it just go up. And they didn't wait until this moment, because you don't know like when this moment will come up. You don't know. And you have constantly do the same stuff, because if you don't do, you start from the beginning.
A problem
You
that
start
people
from
do
the
as
part.
well is that they invest all their resources into one thing, when really you need to have something that pays the bills, and then you can focus your spare time and energy on something that you're passionate about. And if that thing doesn't work, you can still keep going because it's fun, because it's not something that you're desperate to make work. You're just doing it because of a passion. But what people do, especially in the UK, a lot of young people, they listen to music, hip hop, drill. They put all their energy and time, focus, money into this music thing, and it doesn't work out for them because they don't realize that a lot of the time, it's about who you know, and you need to be able to tick a lot of boxes to actually make things happen. And yeah, you need to be able to understand where to put your time and energy and work on things and keep being persistent. But like you said, people don't wait until that moment where it's starting to pick up slowly. Or if they see it pick up slowly, it's not enough. And they've been working for so long in this project and it just doesn't happen. And then they give up. But for me, I think I'm in a lucky position where I have a business, I have barbering, that's always going to help me, and that's something I can always use, and I can do other things on the side. Like you got your job, and
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
got
yeah.
your passions on the side.
I would say about myself a bit, probably like, like viewers and you don't know. So there is like two types of people. There is like a guy, like who live in a village all his life and have one job for all his life. And there is a guy who like change all the time jobs and stuff. it's happened to me. I'm the guy that changes jobs. I changes place. Not really like like jobs. I'm changes quite often. Like changes place where I live, changes what I'm do, and it's not intentionally. It's not
I think
because
it's
I
your
don't want to
character. I
settle
think
up,
it's
live somewhere. It's just happened to me naturally. So that's my lifestyle, and now I found peace in this kind of chaos. Because like if you have like your barbering and you rely on your barbering, and then something happened to it, you got down, you got depressed,
yeah.
you got just knocked
Or I
out.
got injured, I can't work. What am I gonna do?
Yeah. Because if you just used to live in some kind of situation where you don't know like what the next day will be, you are just more relaxed. Because if your barbershop got down, you will just open the next one. You won't be you would be stressed. Of course you would be, but you wouldn't be so hard knocked
Panicking.
off and panicking as a person who did it entire thing for all the life.
Yeah, no, I mean, I try and keep myself as healthy and as safe as possible because I know that if I injure myself, I can't work, and if I can't work, I can't pay my bills. Which is, yeah, I'm gonna get myself some health insurance to make sure if anything happens, I'm covered. And also, I have some passive income because I have a beautician in the shop. So even if I'm not there, I'm still making money. But in the future, I would like to definitely have a bigger shop with more chairs, rent them all out, and I don't even have to be there, and I'm making money. That's the dream. But yeah, like I said, when people focus all the energy and put all the eggs in one basket, thinking it's gonna work, like these little rappers.
Everyone wants to get rich. Everyone wants to get like wealthy. Everyone wants. When you're saying like let's do the work, like I will do a lot of work for you. Let's work together. Like just come at the right time to the right place. Like and people not coming. Like I cannot work with people like that, because like someone just say you on the street, I have an opportunity. I'll give you like £100. Just come and meet me in an hour in the park, right? Just and you'll be like, yeah, that's a great opportunity. I'll come and meet you, and then you just don't come up. Like, why that person should chase you and give you £100? You know what I mean? There are also like a lot of people like that. It just I seen in England, and for me, it's what's stupid because I'm just coming and offering services for free, like for people, and sometimes I have to chase them. What's the problem?
Sometimes you have to convince people because they don't understand what's happening. For
I
example,
wouldn't like to convince people to work for them for free. Like
no,
that.
but like when for example, you came to me and you gave me a website for free, right? At the beginning, I thought it was too good to be true, and there was an agenda behind it. So I was a little bit precautious. I was like, I don't need one right now. I'm good, thanks,
That's
because
a
I didn't
problem.
understand.
That's
But
a problem with England.
where you were coming from was that you were literally trying to just get content. You were trying to create content. Look, I'm making a website for this barbershop. I did it for free, and this is my content, and you can upload it on social media. But I didn't see it like that. I thought you wanted something else, and I'm very weary about people. But it was just a lack of communication. And then you came again because you were a customer getting your hair cut. You came to me a few times. You gave me the proposal. I said to you, I'll think about it. Don't really need one right now. And then you came for another haircut, and then you were like, bro, I literally gave you thousands of pounds worth of opportunity for free to give you a website, da da da. And you're like turning it down. What's going on? And I was like, actually, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, let's do it.
But still, I found one thing, like it's probably UK mentality that a lot of people think that if something free,
It's
there
too
is,
good to be true, and they're
yeah,
very
there is a
scared of
catch.
everyone. And
And
there's a
plus
catch.
my accent, it's, like they don't trust me. And yeah, that's a big problem. But I don't know, like I just, that's why I started building social media, because I don't need to convince people to come to
Exactly.
me.
Yeah.
They just want to ask me. They can just send me DM, send me a message, and I will be happy to help. Sometimes it's even making everything worse when you give something for free. Like you even lose respect for, or
Well, you
when you
lose
help
money,
someone.
time, resources, effort, all that stuff. And
I,
it makes your journey, you makes you want to quit sometimes.
exactly, yeah.
So be careful giving stuff away for free to the wrong people.
So
But
that's what I'm doing now. Like I'm trying to be very careful. As I have like a lot of not a lot of time, and I have a lot of projects, so I'm trying to do some kind of.
well, I'm very thankful that you came into my life. You came into my life first as a customer getting a haircut. And I was already having problems with trying to find somebody to make a website. And then I was constantly wanting, and I'm not very religious, so it's not like I pray to God. But let's say I kind of hoped, and I was speaking to the universe, hoping, please help me. I need this website. Why is this so difficult?
But there is God.
And then all of a sudden, boom, you come into my life for free. I actually paid somebody to do a website. It was terrible. Okay. I told him to take it down. I even asked my money back, but it was too late. They did the work, but it was the worst. It was bullshit. And then you come into my life and you make this website, which I couldn't have asked for a better website, bro. And that's how my life has always been. When I'm have good intentions and I really hope for something, it might not happen tomorrow, but it's definitely gonna happen. How is it that I came from being homeless to having my own business? How? From homeless to being very toxic, learning about the body, detox modality, cleansing, becoming strong physically, mentally, spiritually, learning a skill, barbering, working in terrible shops, and then having my own business, struggling with the website, and then you just come along and give me one for free. Bro, explain that to me, please. Because I spent all my life and energy trying to improve myself so that I could improve others so they never have to go through what I went through. And when you go around through life with good intentions, I honestly believe that there is a magnetism effect going on. So if you're giving out selfishness, hatred, anger, you're going to attract that. But if you're giving out like, I need to improve because I want to help others, I don't want anybody to feel like I felt, you know, things you're going to attract people in a different way, and you're going to do things in a righteous way, and they're just going to come to you. Like literally, you just came into my life and gave me a free website. I can't even explain that. And the barbershop that I own, I didn't look for it. I started working for the guy, and all of a sudden, oh, I don't want this anymore. You can buy it off me. I was like, wow. I was gonna end up saving money and
And
trying to look
it's
for a
actually
place.
worked for you so well. Like,
Bro, insane, bro. I just basically was working in different villages, different towns, shit shops, trying to progress, and then eventually started working where I am now. The previous owner just decided he didn't want it anymore, and he just sold it to me. And I was like, shortcut. It was a big shortcut because I was going to end up moving, finding another job, saving money, finding a place, struggling to find a good place. And the location that I'm in as well is full of people and young students and professionals. And I honestly believe that with the right intentions and if you have your mind and your heart in the right place, then you will be guided into a good situation in life. But if you're negative, greedy, selfish, full of hatred, then you got to be careful because, for example, if you meet the right person at the right time, but you're angry, you're not going to get much out of that experience. They're going to see you like, oh, he's a bit negative. But if you're calm, happy, and you're at the right place at the right time, you're going to gain so much more from that experience. If you have good intentions as well.
the last one, do you realize what is going on? What is about?
I think
just,
there is a spiritual war going on. I think that there are good things and
yeah,
bad
yeah,
things,
yeah.
and the bad things feed off your anger. So the angrier you are,
So
the more they bring anger to you and negativity to you. And there are good spirits and good energies, and when you are doing good, they make sure that they arrange situations for you so you progress. Good.
there is something bigger I want to tell. There is something bigger goal if you don't understand until now. There is a massive goal. There is just a goal, like that bigger than everything you
Bigger than
probably even
everyone.
can think. Yeah, about it. Just to save the world from all that kind of stuff that is going on.
Oh, bro. I think there's a spiritual war happening.
We have as a main goal, we have to save the world from, like going down. Because I just recorded a video, all the news, they send hatred, for example, for these Muslims. I don't understand why people in UK hate Muslims. For example, have you ever been robbed by Muslim or something?
No, bro.
So
Okay.
you don't have a reason to hate them, right?
And what's happening is the upper class get to make the decisions. And all the people that are in the House of Parliament and politicians, they went to Oxford and Cambridge, so they're upper class. It's not like you can be anyone and just. And it's all about who you know, okay? So they're having a nice, lovely, gay old time, a happy old time, right? And the people, the working class underneath, they're fighting amongst each other. So why do you think the media is pushing this narrative that like hate the Muslims and letting all these immigrants in at the same time, creating all this divide and all this anger amongst the working
Yep.
class? Because they're too
Yeah,
busy
yeah.
fighting each other whilst the upper class are making the decisions. That's it.
They want to split religions. No one is talking. I never heard like someone on the news saying like, like Muslims are close to Christians or Jewish close to Muslims and
They're
stuff
all
like that.
Abrahamic and they all say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone just try to spread them. Everyone to make
Exactly.
Trump to make them fight against them.
Killing each other over like football. People are killing each other over football teams, My football team's better than yours. My God's better than yours. Like, come on.
But they believe in the same God. No one is telling us that they believe in the same God. But they just try to spread it. They try to spread more.
The media.
They split it.
Yeah,
Even
divide and conquer. Divide
yeah,
everybody.
everyone.
Yeah, social class, religious class, race class, gender class.
You know, like what's interesting? If you will just absorb that hatred, you will feel just bad every day. That's the
I
problem.
know. That's why I don't turn on the news or the radio. What does it do to me? It does
Yeah,
nothing for me.
exactly. But
It's like I'm being nosy,
it's not your
listening to
hatred.
everybody's problems.
You are not Muslim. You're not related to Muslim. You are not probably even communicate with Muslims. So why
But
you
they
shouldn't be
paint a
hating?
narrative in your mind that makes you want to hate them when you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know anything about
exactly.
them.
I mean, like, yeah, someone probably can have a reason to hate, but you don't have, and you fill your mind with all that shit, and then you just start, like hating. You start getting stressed, depressed,
Yeah.
because you think all the problems of your life, because I don't know, like of Muslims, of Christians, of Jewish, of anything, like of black, whites, of Eastern Europeans, of anything.
My God, bro. All I have to do is go on Instagram and go on the comments of some of these posts, yeah? And the amount of racism that I see on Instagram and social media, the amount of ignorance that people have, any excuse to latch onto something so they can release their frustration and anger and say the most ignorant stuff because they're protected, because they're behind a keyboard, behind a screen, and they can say all the stuff they've been dying to say. Now, the amount of racism and ignorance that I see on social media, on the comment sections on certain posts is absolutely insane. And a lot of the people, they don't even mean it. They don't even know what they're saying. They're just following it because everyone else says it.
Exactly.
And what's the purpose of the media and the news anyway when you break it down? For example, imagine your neighbor was having loads of problems in their house. What the fuck has that got to do with you? And for them, imagine you had a hole in the wall so you could just go there and watch, constantly watching all the problems in your neighbor's house like that. Oh, interesting. And you're having your dinner and watching all these problems in your neighbor's house like that. Oh, wow, interesting. What is that going to do for you? Because a lot of the time, your taxes that you pay are contributing towards all this human trafficking, war crimes, terrorism, and you don't even know it. And watching all this stuff on the news is just to spread fear and hatred because you're helpless. And all you're doing is basically being nosy. It's like, okay, there's a load of problems going in that country, and that country. They're documenting it all. I've got all this footage, horrific footage of people all hurt, burnt, died, explosion, all this. What can I do about it? Nothing. So what is it doing for me? Nothing, apart from feeding the hatred, feeding a false narrative, spreading lies. It's bullshit. You could just go online and research what's happening in the world. You can get good documents, good articles from impartial people, from journalists that are really showing you the truth. But instead, everybody listens to the radio, the news, the TV, the media, which is controlled by who? The Zionists and the establishment, the crown, the royal family. Basically, that's what's happening. And it's all by design and it's all for a reason. And what's mad is that your taxpayers' money is actually contributing towards all the shit that's going on in Ukraine, Russia, Palestine, Israel, all the terrorism, all the war crimes, all that shit. But does it mean I have to watch it all the time? It's just called a privilege, a nosy first world privilege. Because these people that are suffering and dying, are they watching the news like we are watching the news? No. So it's become a form of entertainment. You're not watching the news or reading the paper so that you can go and do something about it. The majority of people are watching the news and reading the paper so they can just feel better about themselves. Oh, that's really bad what's happening there. Oh well, I'm gonna go and have my crumpets and tea.